May 1992 holds a very special place in my heart. Crisscross made me jump. Johnny Carson passed the Tonight Show torch to Jay Leno. And most memorable of all, a teenage girl rings the doorbell of her lover's wife's home and shoots her in the face. I'm Tracy Stump, and my two favorite things are crime stories from the 90s and Pogs. I'm like obsessed with Pogs. This is the 1990s. Totally scandalous. There is nothing crazier than Long Island Lolita, the love affair between 35-year-old Joey Buttafuoco and a 16-year-old high schooler who literally tried to blast his wife out of the picture. And with us today is the gal who lived through it all, the daughter of Joey and Mary Jo, Jessie Buttafuoco.
It's a story that everybody thinks that they know already, and the truth is, you don't.
Like everyone in the story, Jessie's dad, Joey, was born and raised in Long Island and attended Massapequa High School, where he met the lovely Mary Jo.
They met in like 9th grade and, just married in their 20s, had a couple kids, and life was awesome until it wasn't awesome.
The mistress, Amy Fisher, born in 1974, grew up in the beach town of Wantagh. On her 16th birthday, she received a white 1989 Dodge Daytona, and after a series of accidents, she took it in for repairs at the Complete Auto Body Shop, owned by Joey Buttafuoco. Amy Fisher became a regular at Complete Auto Body, and Joey began checking more than what was just under the hood. They had sex. By July 1991, Amy and Joey were having a full-blown affair. Amy claims they made sweet, sweet love more than 4 or 5 times a week, sometimes more than once a day. That's a lot of sex with a mechanic. She says they did the deed wherever they could. Her home, hotels, the shop, his high-speed boat. It's a lot of work having an affair.
How old were you at the time?
I was 9. My parents and my family were adamant about keeping me out of it. What are you gonna tell a 9-year-old? I was concerned about going to recess or trying out for the school play, which I didn't get to do because my mother got shot on the day of auditions, and I was gonna slay and be James in that giant peach, but no.
So the day of this incident, can you just kind of like walk me through what happened, maybe like from your mom's perspective?
My mom was painting in the backyard and the doorbell rang. And then this teenager starts explaining that her little sister is having an affair with my dad. My mom was like, all right, that's cute. I'll call Joe. Thanks for stopping by.
When Mary Jo turns around, Amy Fisher shoots her right through the face.
I wasn't allowed to visit her in the hospital because they didn't tell me what happened. They told me she had an accident in the backyard. And so I was like, okay, then can I just go visit her? And they were like, no, they don't let children in the hospital. My aunt wound up telling me and just handing me a newspaper. And I was reading the newspaper and I just see my mom's picture and I see a picture of our front house that's now a crime scene. So it was pretty intense.
Deaf in one ear and with half her face paralyzed, Mary Jo miraculously regains consciousness 2 days later and helps identify Amy Fisher. Joey's adamant that the affair never happened, but there's just some things that you can't lie about, like an affair with a 16-year-old. The media is a circus with paparazzi outside the Buttafuoco's home 24/7.
It did blow up, and it blew up huge. There were 3 Lifetime movies about it. They are making fun of my parents on Saturday Night Live. I was in the audience when Madonna ripped up a picture of my father and said, "Fight the enemy."
Fight the real enemy!
And I'm sitting there and I'm just going, oh my, do people know that's my parent? They're all laughing. Why are they laughing? Madonna, Daddy, what'd you do to Madonna?
A few months later, Amy's sentenced to up to 15 years in prison for assault.
Her sentence was a crock of She wound up pleading to reckless assault.
So not thrilled.
Not thrilled. This stalked my mom for 6 months, came to the front door, shot her in the face, ran away, ditched the evidence. And you get reckless assault? Girl, this is not, driving your car into a pole here.
Joey was indicted on 19 counts of statutory rape, sodomy, and endangering the welfare of a child. In October 1993, he pleaded guilty to 1 count of statutory rape and was sentenced to 4 months in prison.
In our home, my dad convinced us that he needed to take the plea deal. Either take the plea and you'll be out in 6 months, or go to trial and you'll be gone for 20 years. So my dad said, if you want me to see you grow up, I have to say I'm guilty, even though I'm not.
So what did your dad do after he got out of jail?
My dad did a lot. He was actually incarcerated about 3 or 4 times after that. He solicited a prostitute, and got arrested for that. He violated his probation from soliciting another prostitute. There was one time in college, the SWAT team came to my house for auto insurance frauds.
So your dad gets out of jail, goes back to jail immediately.
I had to put gel in his hair while his hands were in handcuffs because I was like, his mugshot cannot look like this. Can I do something, please?
That's a good daughter.
6 years later, Amy apologizes to Mary Jo, and Mary Jo forgives her. I don't know if I would have done that. And in May 1999, Amy Fisher is granted parole after serving 7 years of her 15-year sentence. She marries in 2003 and has 3 children. She releases a tell-all book called If I Knew Then. And in 2007, her sex tape leaks and forces her into a new career path: porn.
Did you ever see or meet Amy after this?
Oh, honey, yes. She was appearing on Howard Stern. And so I called into the show. Howard was like, well, we actually have Mary Jo's daughter on the line.
Look who's on the phone. Jessica, Mary Jo's daughter.
And she goes, oh, no, I don't want to talk to her.
You know what? I really prefer just to talk to you. I can't even talk to you.
Jessica, Amy doesn't want to speak with you.
Well, maybe Jessica can talk to us.
I didn't want Amy to come onto my front doorstep and shoot my mother in the face. The least she could do is 5 minutes. I don't even have a lot to say to her. Except
What?
Wait.
You're leaving? Well, you drove Amy out of the door.
So court case ends, your dad admits to having this affair. What's the relationship between your mom and your dad at that point?
My mom stayed with my dad because she's paralyzed, she's deaf, she's injured. She has 2 little kids and a bullet in her head. Where's she gonna go? What's she gonna do? My dad loves my mother so much. He made poor choices and he's sociopathic, so he doesn't think of the consequences and how it affects others. They stayed for 10 years together and they got divorced when I was a junior in high school.
So I just want to kind of acknowledge your mom for a second. You know, she remarries, she gets back up on her feet, she gets reconstructive surgery. Her face looks amazing. She's on Oprah.
Please welcome Mary Jo Buttafuoco.
She became a public figure and she's working it as best she can because she can't work anywhere else. This is who she is now. And so she's using it for good to bring awareness about facial paralysis, to gun violence.
What can you take away from this experience?
Now that I'm adult and I can look back on it, I'm very lucky to have my mom on earth. I know what it was like for her to maybe not be. I appreciate she's still here, you know? And so to this day, she's still my bestie.